Hi, and welcome to IEP Answers. I'm Liz Weaver of Learning Success, and I'll be your host for this exciting video series. IEP Answers is an initiative to help you understand individualized education plans, otherwise known as IEPs. In this video series, you will hear from educational professionals and parents alike, giving you a well-rounded perspective from a variety of viewpoints. This information will help you determine if an IEP is needed at all, and if so, how to work with the school to design an IEP that is a scaffolding to building a better student rather than a crutch for them to lean on. In today's video, we have Nashima Harvey. Nashima is a lifelong educator, parent, author, and entrepreneur who supports youth empowerment and academic services for all people in need. She has 10 years of experience as a special education teacher and is the author of The ABCs to Finding Your Zen in an Urban Classroom. Nashima founded the Little Greenhouse Education Service, which creates positive support systems for students, parents, and schools. And she founded Girls of Decision, supporting young girls on their quest for making positive decisions. She is a dedicated mom to 3 children, as well as being the program coordinator for pre-college services and the Newark City Learning Collaborative, and has also established the first high school equivalency program within the Newark Main Library. In her video, she's going to give us her top 5 tips for advocating for your child. Let's watch.
Hi, I'm Nashima Harvey, and I am the Executive Director of the Little Greenhouse Educational Services. And today I have 5 great tips on how to become an effective advocate for your child. Tip number 1, create a school tribe. Your school tribe will have the basic people in it: principal, you, and teachers. You could add secretaries, security guards, you can add whoever you want, but you just want to let everybody know that you love your child and you're very involved and you love working with the school to make this an awesome school year. No hostility. You just want to show it's all love. We're here to help the kids. We're here for the kids. We're really involved in the process. How does this make you a great, effective advocate? Well, first and foremost, automatically, if you start out the year right, you have teachers and principals really like, oh, Miss Harvey, she's great. She comes in, she helps, she knows what's going on with her child. That goes a long way. Building relationships goes a long way. So we want to start with building relationships in a tribe, creating this tribe with the school. You can even meet up with some parents. I think that's great as well. So that's tip 1. Tip 2 is, I like to call this the follow through. Follow through, how does that work? Well, at a young age, you can teach your children how to follow multi-step problems. Why would this be important toward being an advocate? Well, if you know how well your child is successful with following a multi-step problem, then 9 times out of 10, you can then go to the teacher and say, my child is amazing when it comes to following directions. We've been doing this for years. So if you see any issues with that, you let me know, because I know this one here, they can follow some directions. Or on the opposite, you can say, well, you know what? Since she was 5, I've been giving my child directions, simple as wash the dishes, dry the dishes, and put the dishes away, and she can't get past step 1. I think there is something wrong. Multi-step directions kind of let you know the beginnings of red flagging an issue, okay? So I would say being an effective parent is being prepared, and part of being prepared is knowing your child. So step 2, the follow through. See how well your child follows multi-step directions. Step 3, the observation. Observe your child while they are doing their homework. Why when they do their homework? Well, homework is reflective, or at least should be, of what they learned today at school. So whatever your child learned that day at school, homework should reflect what it is. If they're doing homework and you notice that they're struggling through a certain standard that teacher's teaching, they're just not getting it. You see they're not getting it. It's just not hitting home and there's a major struggle, right? If you're observing while you're doing this homework, you can write a little note for yourself and then send an email to the teacher and like, you know what, I noticed my daughter is really struggling in this manner. I really need your help. Can you help me? Or I noticed she doesn't get the standard that you're teaching. How is she doing in the classroom? Because this may be a problem that I'd like to address immediately. And since you're part of this tribe with this teacher, you might get a faster reply than the average parent. Not to say that's always the case, but it's a shot, right? It's a shot. You can try it. So that is tip 3, excuse me. Tip 4 is after you're observing the homework, keep in mind that, and this really could be tip 3, and we can, switch them, but they kind of work together. Tip 4 really is creating a work environment that's conducive to your child's zen and happiness. Because when your child is stressed out at school, they don't want to come home and do more work. So if you create a positive, zen-like learning environment, learning and education won't seem so negative, especially if they're struggling at school. Trust me, they're going to push back greatly, and you don't want that to happen. So create an environment where you show it feels zen-like, and then your behavior and your attitude towards what's going on with your child doesn't show frustration, but more like warmth and caring, and then a need to want to help them. If they feel that you really want to work with them and help them, trust me, they will follow through. So that's my tip number 4. Tip number 5, which is totally crucial. If you do have a struggling student, okay, they don't have great follow through, their homework skills are not, they're kind of subpar, their learning environment they can care less about, subpar, that truly means that you need to run to this tip 5, and that is create a situation where they are winning. A lot of times, you might want to look at what they excel and are successful in. What do they like? What hobbies they like? Allow them to do that with extracurricular activities so they can feel what success feels like. It gives them an opportunity to be successful. And sometimes extracurricular activities are helpful in trying to get them to understand the work that they do on a daily basis in the classroom. And I don't discount tutoring, because tutoring to me is also like an extracurricular activity, because if you feel like, you found a person who's great at teaching your child and they love it and they excel with this person and it's something extra, why not allow them to do it? All of this will create an understanding for you that's more holistic. So if in the event you have to go in front of a child study team and you're interviewed about your child, you can let everyone know that I am an expert. I mean, the other educators on the team will say, yes, Ms. Harvey's an expert in this. How do I know? Is she is super involved and super helpful, and she even monitors and observes at home how her child is responding to the work that we send home. That works out in your child's best interest in the long run. It also shows that you are willing and able to advocate at any point in time for your child. So those are the 5 tips that I have for you. I really hope you find them useful. And understand that those tips are not just for people who have learning issues. They're really for anyone. But if your child does have a learning issue, this is something you really need to stand behind. Have a great day, and I hope that all remains well for you and your children.
Thanks for those fantastic tips. This video has been part of the IEP Answers Initiative, an initiative to educate parents about IEPs from a variety of viewpoints. We've created this because this is an important subject that so many parents need to understand. Please make sure to share the video on social media and use the hashtag IEP Answers so we can find you. If you'd like to be part of IEP Answers Initiative and share your story or expertise on the subject, please get in touch with us by going to www.learningsuccesssystem.com, use the contact form, and put IEP Answers in the subject line. Thank you for watching and sharing, and in case no one has told you yet today, you are an amazing parent. I appreciate you for showing up and doing the work that it takes to embrace your child's brilliance and unleash their potential. I'm Liz Weaver from Learning Success, and I'll see you in the next video.